नमस्ते फ्रेंड, आप सभी का एक बार फिर से वेलकम। फ्रेंड्स, आज हम बात करते हैं कि डीए डीआर कैलकुलेशन फॉर बैंक एम्प्लॉइज रिटायरीज इफेक्टिव फ्रॉम February 24 चेंज ऑफ अप्रोच बाय IBA। A thought to ponder over on the method of the periodical calculation of DA DR। श्री जो हमारे साथी हैं श्री विजय राघवन आर IB इंडियन ओवरसीज बैंक से, उन्होंने इस बारे में डिटेल लिखा हुआ है। उन्होंने लिखा है कि आई हाईलाइटेड द मेथोडोलॉजी इम्प्लाइड बाय द इंडियन बैंक एसोसिएशन in calculating the quarterly average index. This involved disregarding decimal figures instead of the rounding off and utilizing a rounding down method when determining the number of slabs. For the first time in the calculation of DA/DR for February 24, IBA has opted to consider decimals in the average index and has implied rounding to the nearest whole number in calculating slabs. Specifically, the average CPI has been taken as 9,122.33 instead of rounded figure of 9,122 as per the previous practice. Furthermore, when determining the number of slabs, 692.58 has been rounded to 693, resulting in an increase of the 61 slab for the pensioner. Under the old practice, the number of slabs would have been 692, representing an increase of the 60 slab, thus falling short by 1 slab. For instance, in the calculation of DA for May 23, the process followed is as follows. The quarterly average index for January 23, February and March 23 is computed as 8,730.09 plus 8,723.51 plus 8,762.96 is equal to total 26,216.56 divided by 3 by taking the average 8,738.85. However, in the IBA circular, the quarterly average index is considered as 8,738, disregarding the fraction instead of rounding it off to 8,739. Consequently, the number of slabs is determined as 8,738 minus 6,352 is equal to 2,386 divided by 4. That is the 596.5 instead of rounding off to 597. Only 596 slabs have been accounted for in the May 23 DA calculation, resulting in an increase of 8 slab instead of the anticipated 9 slab. That is 597 minus 588 is equal to 9. Had the method of rounding off now adopted in the February 24 circular had been applied earlier by IBA. While it is commendable that IBA is now adopting best practices, it may not necessarily be advantageous to employees and pensioners, particularly upon the implementation of the 12th bipartite settlement. With the transition to the 2016 base index, DA/DR calculation will no longer be based on slab increments but will reflect actual index point. ये डिटेल्स हमारे विजय राघवन से IOB से दिया है, जिससे कि जो फरवरी 24 से हमारा DA कैलकुलेशन का है, जिसमें डिसिमल पॉइंट भी कैलकुलेट किया जा रहा है, इससे फिलहाल तो हमारे जितने भी पेंशनर्स एंड एम्प्लॉइज हैं उनके लिए फायदेमंद है। थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स, नमस्कार।